Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the podcast. You are listening to Angel Face Magic Hour. I'm your host. It is February 24th. It is 9:27 p.m. and it is a full moon tonight. I'm Grace Lennon and I'm excited. We're going to be doing a little short reading, checking out the energy. We're going to talk about how we're feeling, what's the energy, what's the vibe, what's going on. And then we're going to go into a little healing activation. So it's kind of tuning in with the guidance team, what we wanted to do for tonight's podcast. And I was getting healing activation, healing activation. So here we are, and I'm really excited. Um, it's a full moon in Virgo. I admittedly don't know much about Virgo, so I briefly just looked up because I was like, it's a air sign, it's a water sign. What is it? It's a earth sign. So Virgo is a earth sign and it happens at the end of summer going into fall. So it's like that kind of shift in energy, that change in energy. And Virgo is also ruled by Mercury, which Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And so I feel like that's why I connect and vibe a lot with Virgos. And it was interesting to me to realize that because there is such a shift between air and earth, and so it's interesting that they're both ruled by the same energy, that communication energy. So being able to take things from the air and bring them all the way into the earth to make them possible. So sometimes there is a connection in your chart between Virgo and an air sign. And, there's so much going on in those areas. So I'd be just curious if you are not a Virgo, if you have Virgo in your chart. And I think it's very fun to look that up and see how that is affecting you in this moment, because that's what the sign is that the moon is in tonight. And it's a full moon tonight. Saturday night, and it's a full moon. And I was kind of, just tuning into the energy. So I wanted to share some of that. And then we'll go into our psychic activation. And firstly, I want to pull a card for us. But the energy that I was really picking up, I was getting this blue energy and ocean energy. And spirit was saying, okay, bring some things forward, some materials and tools that would be helpful for you in this moment to do this podcast. But then, of course, for anyone listening, I was really getting this blue energy, like connecting with that throat chakra energy, as well as kind of like the area of the chest upwards through the armpits, really getting the flow going in the body. Right now, a big focus, and this is always important as we transition from winter into spring, because that's going to come soon enough, because it is the end of February and we're going to be going into March soon enough. But I'm really getting this guidance that we want to pay attention to our body and our body's natural detox and cleansing system. I'm personally going to be doing a cleanse next week. So maybe you can do some type of cleanse in your own way, whether that is actually a food cleanse and, trying some kind of different healing diet for the next week, or some kind of cleanse in your life energetically, perhaps doing some energy healing for yourself, or taking some, an everything shower, scrub that shit out of your legs, like get the energy moving. It's really important to get the energy moving and start moving that lymphatic system. You can, do that through massage and many other ways, but also deep breathing, getting into that breath work energy and really paying attention to how can you create more space and more flow within your physical body. And so right now it's really important for us to look at our bodies and see how we can provide more like optimization for ourselves. Like how can we make things easier for ourselves to create like a functioning routine and to create the things and the rituals that we want to have and create space for it within our day and have within our day. But how can we do that if we're not really functioning as much as our body is physically capable of, if we're not like taking care of ourselves and nurturing ourselves? As we might recall, and if you didn't listen to these episodes, I'll just share again. earlier this year, we were talking about the energy of the new year and we will be focusing on, and that is the energy of nourishment. So that is like my word of the year that I'm really honing in on. And right now we just had again like that healing activation of the end of winter going into spring. We're going through that right now. And I think it's really important, yeah, for us to take note of how can we nourish ourselves deeper and how can we take care of our body and like make space within our body to cleanse and clear things out. So for some of you, again, that's going to be physical, maybe having some more greens in your diet, bringing in those bitter things like charts. The rainbow chart is what I keep seeing, the rainbow chart, and like arugula, bitter greens, dandelion greens. Like I'm getting itchy, like, it's just like we need to clear stuff out because it gets stagnant in the winter. And then also just there's shifts in energy and we're constantly being kind of like covered in this, um excess energy of other people. It's like a dust almost that just covers us up, and we need to shake it off. We need to clear it off. So for other people, that might be like physically going into your space and clearing some space. I feel like I say this every single reading and every single episode because it's always important. We really need to like keep the spaces around us like beautiful and like used at the same time. Like we don't want to get stuck in that perfection loop, and Virgo can definitely get stuck in that perfection loop of like I must always have everything perfect, and if I can't have anything perfect then I'm not going to do anything, and then get stuck in this like irritation energy. But to create space within your home in order to do this healing work for yourself, because if you have so much clutter everywhere, you're not going to be able to tune in and tap into the energy that spirit is requiring of you. So a lot of people listening to this podcast, I'm closing my eyes now because it's just helpful for me to tap in because a lot of energy is going in right now. So if you're watching the video, that's what I'm doing. A lot of you listening are healers, intuitives. Like, why else would you be listening to this podcast? Of course, you are drawn to these types of um, subjects, like paranormal, healing energy, what all the different things we talk about in this podcast. You might have your own experiences. So, Spirit is really calling you to open yourself up more, allow this yellow energy to open up into your heart space and going down, down, down into your belly button, all the way down your legs. But clearing like the physical space in your home so that you have more time and space within your own energetic mind and within your own body, that you can actually take on these outside energies that want to come in to connect with you. So your guides, your angels, your loved ones, all the energies that want to come forward to support you and help you with whatever you're doing in your life, from anywhere from some of you might be, yeah, doing readings for other people, and you feel like you are calling in these energies, but you're not getting as much information as you'd like because there's just clutter around. So for some people, it's going to be clearing out that actual space around you. For other people, it's going to be clearing out the space in your body, cleansing stuff out. I'm talking infrared sauna. I'm talking detoxing. I'm talking allowing your liver, your kidneys, and all these organs to to work optimally because they do the work for you. Our body is a machine, a really intelligent, cool ass thing that can clear energy and do all these amazing things for us. But when we're clogged up, when we're covered in the dust of other people and of our own expectations and just perfectionism and this loop where we're not breaking free and we're just stuck and stagnant, then it's so easy to get clogged within your lymph system, your physical body, as well as your energy body. So that's why we need to cleanse. And then for other people, it's going to be more emotional. So allowing yourself to feel, we always talk about this because it's important. We always talk about it because it's important. They say, they're like, don't feel bad if we have to say the same thing over and over again, to ourselves, you know. It's not a bad thing to have to try again. And also, it's not like, okay, one time I took care of my body or one time I cleaned my house and then it's done forever. It's a continuous thing. So just being reminded again and again, we need to take care of ourselves. But right now, that theme might be coming up for a lot of people, like doing some kind of like cleanse at the end of winter coming into spring. So, spring cleaning, as they say. It's good to prepare and get ready for what's going to come next. We're still in winter, so don't rush yourself, but just be reminded that these things are coming soon. So, um, how do you want to prepare yourself for the awakening, that energy? That's what spring really is. It's everything's coming back to life. So what can we let go of right now in the full moon in this moment? I'm shuffling the cards. I don't think you can hear them in the mic, but if you can, that's what's happening. Um, Everything's coming alive again. What wants to come alive within you? What wants to come alive within you? I feel a lot of energy moving in the throat. It feels like people might have these sore throats, like this hot energy. And when you like drink like a tea and you burn your tongue, like that's really the feeling that is coming through. Like it feels like we've worked so hard on moving this energy out, but it's still stuck. And just being reminded that we need to soothe ourselves, we need to nourish ourselves, and we need to slow down in order for things to, again, cleanse, clear, so that the new energy can awaken and arrive and come in. There's space for the guides to come in, there's space for everything. So personally, as a psychic, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my experiences. And this is for the heart. This is an oil I'm putting on if you're watching the video, or for those listening to the podcast. Just like infusing this energy into the video because I feel like we need that heart opener with what we're bringing in tonight. It smells so good. It's like this lemongrassy smell. But so personally, my experience as a psychic, like I have to make space in my day to clear energy. And for me, that's my walks. And if you follow me on social media, I'm obsessed with my walks. I've gone on a walk every single day. Let's check. I have a app, not sponsored. It's called the Done app. It's free. Um, but I just track my walks and they're at 576 days in a row. 576 days in a row. But that's vital for me because I clear energy on those walks. I clear energy that's not mine. And I say things like I call all my energy back to me, send everyone's energy back to them, cleansing and clearing. Like I have a whole little ritual of things that I say. Let's just say right now so you guys can hear it. I asked to call all my energy back to me, sending everyone's energy back to them. Any portals that were open during this work today, I asked to close them now. Any vortexes that were open during this work, I asked to close them now, bringing everything back to its correct dimension, space, and time, clearing and cleansing all my energy centers and my chakras, calling all my energy back to me, activating my energy with Chokure healing Reiki energy. Then I'll go through all the different Reiki symbols, activating myself. And then I do like a little light language on myself and I bring myself back into my own little bubble. And I imagine myself surrounded by pink light. And I like to think of myself inside this pink spiky bubble so that any energy that comes towards me that doesn't have the intentions of the highest vibration of unconditional love, which is God to me. God is the highest vibration of unconditional love. Again, I'll say that out loud. It's important. So I imagine I'm surrounded by, this little pink spiky ball. So any energy that is just funky, stinky, not for me, not good, for my, highest good. and all the things that I need to be doing in my day and all the energy that I need to be emitting and being this beam of light. That energy is just bounced off the pink spiky ball. But anyway, so I do the walks, absolutely vital for me to clear my energy. And then I have to make space first to cleanse the energy out so that I can come into my space and receive the messages. So I'll do that before I do readings, Reiki, whatever I'm doing for other people. But today we're more talking about in terms of getting messages and receiving messages for yourself and connecting with your intuition, which is what we need to make space for, which is what the guides want for you listening right now, making space for that. There's a lot of things going on, so let's just move some of that energy out. But yeah, I have to create the container that the energy can come in. So for me, when I like to receive messages for myself every night, I literally do this every night. I would say I do this. Well, I literally do this part every night, and then I do the second part probably 5 nights a week, and then I'll rest, as well. But because rest is also extremely important and vital as well. But I will go outside. So I'm fortunate enough to have my own deck, and a yard and a space that I can go outside on. But there's a deck, and I can see the stars. And so every night I go out and I look at the stars and I connect with my guides. And if you listen to some of my episodes, sometimes I see things in the sky, different cosmic energies will come through, and that's a whole another story. But basically, I will ask the guides to come through and show me different things, and I will visually see them. And then I'll stand under the stars, and usually I just dance, listen to music on my headphones, and just hang out outside for a while. And then I will go and I'll take a bath. And as I take my bath with my Epsom salts and my magnesium, and I do things for my physical body, and I do my skincare and all my little lovely things, then I ask my guides to come through. And my angels and all my loved ones and anyone who wants to come forward to bring me intuitive messages in that moment, then I will have this container of space and I'll hang out in the bath and I will talk to my guides and I will have that connection with them and we'll see what they want to say. So that is really something that I make space for. So perhaps you need to create a routine for yourself. So for some of you, maybe a bath is essential and important for you as well. So for me, the bath is so grounding and I'm surrounded by water. I'm very comfortable, but it's also taking me out of a space that I'm not normally in. Because I can go in my room and or my office where I am now, and I, often will do more studying is what I call it, or researching and in this room. And then in my room, I will do like my meditations at night, but usually that's more just like listening to a guided meditation. This is more like an interactive thing when I talk and I channel and I talk to the guides and I ask for information to come through. So this is more my mediumship practice is what I will call this, but anyone can do this. You don't have to consider yourself a medium because your intuition, everyone has access to that information. It's just about, again, creating the container, creating the space, and creating the time for you to actually do it. So, yeah, perhaps you want to make space for that. Make space for that. I'm gonna take a sip of my little. This is a mocktail that I made. Which, hold on. Pause for ASMR. So much energy. I feel like moving through the throat, so I'm having trouble even talking. And that's so funny sometimes because it's like I'm recording a podcast, but I'm also like channeling, so it gets kind of weird, sometimes. But I trust and believe that the messages are getting sent to these people in this act who's listening, my friends, my homies listening to the podcast. Let's just ground for a second. I asked an activation to come in as we were recording, and I'm really feeling it. Perhaps you are too. And it's making it hard to tell you guys what I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, calling all of our energy back to us, surrounding ourselves in that pink bubble of light. But yeah, some of the tools that might be helpful for you right now is connecting to the blue energy, the throat energy, allowing things to clear and actually doing all the cleansing stuff that we talked about earlier. And then also the energy of the ocean. So some people, it might be helpful and effective to actually go there if you have access to it. But also mimicking that through the bath. So I think that is like something you can do with the Epsom salts, and you're really like getting that those negative ions and being able to clear your energy through some like at home ocean energy and creating that own space for yourself within your body. And it can be water is also a way that energy can move through us. And we are made of water, of course. So a bath can be almost like a great place to channel and receive information because it is like a vortex of energy, and you can create essentially a portal. So the water opens up and then the spirits come through. There was something that I was saying, you guys, but the energy got so intense that I went to another dimension for a second. But let's just pull a card, see what spirit wants to say, and then we're just gonna go into the healing because I feel like I'm not speaking English. Hello. Hello. You're here. You're here. You're here. What's the message for us tonight? This is a oracle deck that I'm pulling from. It's called Spirit Messages Daily Guidance. And this one's by what's his name? John Holland. He's like a really famous medium. And I just want to ask, like, what's a helpful thing? Okay. We have 3 cards. And I'll post these on Instagram and on YouTube so you can see the pictures. I literally said I would do that the last 2 times that we've done the episodes, and I forgot. It's not too late. I still could. But this time I'll really try. And if you want to see them, just DM me. If I forget, please. Please. Instagram, my Instagram, angelface.grace. All my links are always in the show notes of the podcast or comments on YouTube or in like the caption description. So we have ancestral wisdom. So making the space to connect with the other side and the ones that walked before you, but then also that information that the earth holds as well. So the trees are our ancestors as well. The trees really want themselves to be acknowledged and respected, and they want more space to breathe. So how can we bring support in for the earth as well? Ancestral wisdom. We have the message. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walked the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy, and we will keep on helping you as we continue to evolve here in the spirit world. So you don't have to know all your ancestors' name and all your ancestral heritage. And some people don't have access to any of that. You don't need any of that to connect with your ancestors in spirit. It is really cool and it's amazing if you have pictures and you have images and you have all that stuff. Like, please honor your ancestors. And if you're able to talk to any of your family, grandparents, aunts, great grandparents, if they're still here or you have any connection to them. I know not everyone is connected to their birth family. Like, please ask questions and please learn this information. Like, honor them, connect with them, but also know that there are people in your life that might have more information than you about that. And it's cool also, do your ancestry.com, like do all those things. That's amazing if you want to do that information. Do those types of things to gain that information, but you don't necessarily need any of that to connect with your ancestors. You could do this in meditation, you could do this in a prayer, you could do this in a moment of contemplation before you go to sleep and ask them to come and connect with you in your dreams. That's a really powerful tool that you have access to, and they are going to be more than happy to come through and connect with you. And oftentimes with spirits and ancestors and guides and all these different layers of spirits, they might just show up sometimes when we need them, but if we talk to them more, if we want to like extend that invitation and have that deeper connection with them, like we really need to ask. So take some time to connect. So maybe for some of you, it's in a bath. For maybe it's some of you can ask on your walk, or when you go outside in your garden, like, or when you look at the moon, imagining that they're looking at the moon too. It's the same moon. I feel like that was Parent Trap. Correct me if I'm wrong. But where they're looking at the same moon. I'll have to look that up. Have fun. You guys, that was a message last oracle reading we did as well. That was a message that came through. Like, have fun, like create space for joy, create space for friendship, like create space for like connection outside of just like if you're in a relationship, your partner or your husband, your wife, girlfriend, etc. If you're single, like outside of yourself, that like me, I don't see as many people in the real world, I'm sure, as other people, because I am alone a lot of the time, and connecting with spirit and all those things are really vital for me to be able to provide the services I do and do the healing work that I do in the world. But it's also important to have fun. And you guys, if you know me, I love to have fun. I love to be joyful. And even when I'm doing the most intense fucking shit, like excavating things from our souls and going into like sad past lives and doing all these deep stuff, I still have fun with it. I still enjoy the process and I still learn and experience joy in most moments, but it's also sometimes you need to just have fun. Like last time my friend Kylie picked me up, we just drove around and like chilled and stuff. And you don't always have to be working. You don't always have to be taking care of your kids. You don't have to always be like alone or working or like sometimes too, like we have these routines of what we think are fun and we really need to like break free of that. Like for me, I love like to watch my little reality shows and like eat a cute snack and like smoke a bowl or whatever. But what I really need to be doing is maybe going out and like interacting with the world. And maybe you're the opposite. Maybe your idea of fun is going to the bar, and what you need to do is like stay at home and make cookies and like dance with your kids. So just like branch out, try new things. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? I'm all about that silly goose life, you guys. I'm literally such a silly little fucking bitch. And I want you guys to really tap into that frequency. It feels so good to just like have a little kiki, have a little laugh, like do stuff for fun. Just do stuff for fun. And sometimes when we do stuff for fun too, it's like, oh, like let me post on Instagram, let me do this, like let me make a TikTok. Like sometimes we just need to like enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience. Something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. Give yourself permission to have fun. Give yourself permission to have fun. If you feel like you need someone else to give you permission, you do not. But I'm going to give it to you anyway because some of you bitches will not listen to yourself. We're going to get there. We're going to break through and tap through and get pull that shit off, sir, so you can actually believe yourself and trust yourself. And we're going to get there, honeys. But if you don't really feel it right now, I have the permission for you. The clown is in session. Send in the clowns. Send in the clowns. Please support. We have the support. We have the support that we need. The guidance, the messages, the energy is available to you, but you need to make the container. You need to make the space. You need to make the time. And then some of you need to clear space in your body, your space, your home, your life in order to have time to explore these aspects of yourself, to understand yourself deeper. But the support is there. The guides are there. But we also have the support in our actual life from the people around us. We always might be the one lending the support, and we feel like we can't ask for support in return. This week I can't drive my car, and I asked my dad to drive me to yoga, and I really didn't want to do it, and I really thought he was going to say no, and he texted me back, yes, I would love to. Or so I don't remember what he said, but he was happy to do it. And that's just like that's something that I needed to do. I needed to ask for something I needed. And it can be as simple as just asking. A lot of times in our own mind, we are like asking for so much, taking up so much. We're begging people to support us when really we like literally haven't even asked or like even like told anyone what we need at all. You're not annoying. That's another thing that keeps coming up for me. It's been clearing through my life. And I know it's going to keep clearing through like the collective, my collective, the energy that we're all connected through. Because asking for support is not annoying. It's not asking for too much. You're not taking up too much space. You just need a little assistance. And someone is going to be more than happy to do it. And if there isn't someone in your life that is more than happy to do it, then we need to make space in your life for new relationships. Boom, baby. Support. People come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because they need to learn more because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others remain beside you through your entire life. So just know that, yeah, sometimes there needs to be space for new relationships. Sometimes people are going to come in and out, and you can also be that person too. You don't always have to be in constant communication with people to know, trust, and believe that they are your friends. As we grow older, it's nearly impossible to be in constant communication with people. And I think also just the day and age that we live in with the technology and the constant contact and the emails and the Instagram and the DMs and the TikToks and the YouTubes and the so much in the Slacks and the Telegrams and the blah, 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 blah. We're always talking. We're always talking, and so people expect you to constantly be available. And that's not realistic. That's not realistic. And if we need to make space to connect with our guides, make space to have fun, make space for this and that, we don't need to just be constantly talking to everyone. And we need to know that, yeah, sometimes things are for a reason, a season, you know? Not everything is forever. And sometimes we can have absolutely beautiful relationships with people, whether that's friendships, romances, family, etc. But it doesn't mean that we need to hold on to all those people like little like collector's coins for the rest of your life. Like we weave in and out of each other's lives and we impact each other in beautiful ways, but it doesn't mean we need to hold on to those people in our energy too. So that's also important. Maybe we're not even in communication with that person anymore. Your ex-boyfriend, your ex this, your friend that you were best friends with in second grade that you never talked to again because they went to a different school. Like, we don't need to like hold them in our energy body. So sometimes we need to like clear stuff out. So again, being reminded this is a really important time and this full moon. If you want to take time in the next like 2 to 3 days from this episode or whenever you're listening to this, it can always be a great opportunity to release energy and to clear and to make space. But I would do some kind of clearing ritual, a healing bath, and then think about doing some kind of like cleanse or bring in more minerals into your body, getting some magnesium, drinking some nettle tea, like supporting your body physically so that your lymph can continue to move. Cleavers are great. That'll be better in a few weeks, I think, when spring starts to begin. But anything with bitters, that shard, the dandelion, the arugula, the things we were mentioning earlier, and then also things with like sesame, things, omega fatty acids, like getting stuff for our brain, giving ourselves fat and avocado and coconut, and if you eat fish, things like that. Just like we need to take better care of ourselves because even if we're eating like the most healthiest food, there's just so much like stuff that is toxic within our environment that it's like we have to work extra hard, especially those of us. And I know that's you listening to this podcast because, again, why would you be interested in these type of topics if this is not you? You're a sensitive healer, you're intuitive, you're a creative person. Like it Your energy, you're taking up a lot of energy. You're spending a lot of energy. You're constantly moving energy. So you need to take extra care of yourself. Like treat yourself like you're an athlete. Like you need to nourish. You need the protein. You need to take care of your body. So that's what we're talking about right now. Those are our oracle messages, and we're going to go into our healing activation. So this is going to be like a guided meditation. We're going to bring in some energy healing. If you haven't already been feeling that energy moving, you might start to feel it as we go through this process. We'll be here about 10 to 15 minutes. If you like to pause this video or audio podcast and go and get cozy comfy, I invite you to do so. If you're listening to this and you're driving, I would pause and do this when you get home because you might get a little sleepy, and I don't think it's the best to do them together. So I'll give everyone a second. I'm going to take another sip of my drink. Did I tell you what it was? Thought I was going to tell you. It's coconut water, which has electrolytes in it. And then I had those poppy drinks. If you've never had them, they're really good. They're like prebiotic sodas. They have fiber in them. I don't know. They're like the hot new trendy thing, but it's like a healthy quote unquote soda. The one I got is strawberry lemon. I mixed half of that with the pink coconut water and ice. It's really good. And then I will have my little Sleepy Girl magnesium mocktail after I finish recording this, and I'm going to take a bath. And I invite you to do the same. I invite you to do the same or take a shower after we finish this activation. Just like allow the energy to continue cleansing. So, our activation tonight is for the Virgo full moon, February 24th, 2024. Or whenever you are listening to this recording, allow this energy to come in. Any energy we move or shift today, we ask to be released into the light, to be transformed by God into usable energy, transformed by source into resources. So if you haven't already, I invite you to lie down. You're going to gently close your eyes. I invite you to roll your shoulders back, Scooch your hips side to side and get yourself really comfortable. Keep your legs slightly apart, toes turned outward, like you're in Shavasana with your arms at your side, palms facing upward. If you want to have a pillow under your head, that's totally fine. If you want to cover yourself in blankets and be extra warm, do that. Just take your time and you can pause the recording and hit play when you're ready to relax. I'll give everyone one more minute to get there. And we're going to begin this healing activation. We're going to continue this healing activation actually because it's already been happening. But we're going to focus on some breathing to begin. So closing our eyes. Again, your palms are facing up. I want you to imagine healing light, blue light, pouring into your hands like liquid. Feels like water pouring into your hands. And it's warm and tingly. Feels like pins and needles, tingles all over your body. We have to bring in this light, this healing light from the cosmos, magnetic healing energy, frequency of unconditional love pouring through the heart and up through the throat, clearing any of that stagnancy that we're feeling, that burning sensation. We are ready to breathe life into our body. We are ready to release. We are ready to breathe new life, new beginnings. Take a deep breath. Exhale out the mouth. Take another deep breath, breathing in the nose, exhale out the mouth. Release out the mouth. Hear the sound of your breath. Breathing in. Exhale out the mouth. Release, let it all go. I want you to imagine you're standing on a rock. It's beautiful colors of blue, dark brown, and all the shades in between. Looks almost like glass, so shiny. And around you, you're surrounded by the ocean. The waves are quite tall, but you feel stable, safe, like a siren, like a mermaid in the middle of the ocean. Grounded in your body. Imagine yourself lying on this rock, your face in the sun on your skin, little droplets of water around your ankles. This energy continues to flow. Feeling the sun on your skin. Take a deep breath. Exhale out the mouth. Imagine this blue healing energy flowing down through the cosmos, shining down on you just like the sun. It feels warm, cleansing and clearing the body, bringing in this healing activation. Allowing you to recognize your own healing abilities and capabilities to connect with your intuition. I want you to tune back into your body now, imagining this rock, the water, the blue light, all just fading to the background, giving thanks to this healing energy as we come back into our body and allow this energy to continue to flow as we integrate it into our physical body. So again, fading away, the ocean, the water, giving thanks, knowing this is a space we can always come back to. And focusing now on your physical body and the room that you are in now, listening to this meditation. Tuning into the sensation of your body lying on your bed or your couch, wherever you are listening. Feeling the sensation of your skin against the blankets, against your clothing. We're going to bring this energy in through the body now, beginning at the top of the head. We ask to activate with magnetic healing frequency of light. The crown, bringing this energy through the crown, top of the head, into the scalp, the hair. Just bring your awareness to your ears, your forehead, your eyebrows. Taking a deep breath, allowing this energy to continue to expand into the third eye, the center of your forehead, about an inch above your eyebrows. And into your physical eyes, your nose, your sinuses, your cheeks, down into your lips, your jaw, your teeth, your chin, and down into the throat. We'll stay here at the throat for a few moments. I invite you to take a deep breath, breathing in through the nose, exhale out the mouth, into the throat. letting go. 3 slow, deep breaths at your own pace here at the throat and the neck and into the shoulders. Bringing this healing energy, this activation. Bring this energy down into the heart, relaxing the shoulders, into your upper arms, your chest, your upper back, your traps, relaxing the muscles in the body, relaxing the nervous system, calming your nerves. Take another deep breath. As this energy flows into the heart. Allowing this energy to continue to flow, bring your awareness into your forearms, into your solar plexus, underneath your rib cage, the sides of your body, into your middle back, relaxing into the lungs, breathing life into the body. Breathing healing energy throughout the body, through the breath. Breathing this energy into the sacral, your lower stomach, your belly button, right below the belly button, into the womb, physical or energetic, depending on your body. into the lower back and the hips. We'll stay here for a few moments. Continue to breathe. If you want, you can move your hips side to side, allowing this energy to continue to flow. Now bringing this energy into the root, the base of your spine, all through our genitals, down through our legs, all the way to our feet. Clearing this energy, activating this energy, and aligning our energy centers with our physical body, allowing yourself to relax. Just focusing on your legs, your feet, all the way down to the bottoms of your toes and the base of your spine. We'll stay here one more moment, allowing this activation to complete and focusing on your breath, breathing deep and slow. I invite you to take one final deep breath here as we close this activation out, allowing this energy to integrate through our body throughout the night as you rest. If you're listening to this in a different part of the day, allowing the activation to continue to flow and integrate throughout the night, allowing this to be powerful but not painful. Final breath, breathing in, exhale. If you can, I invite you to begin to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, bring your attention, your awareness back to your legs. Give yourself a little pat down the legs, rub your fingers along your body, along your arms. Tap, tap, tap at the top of the head. Tap, tap, tap the heart and the chest. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. I invite you to journal, chill, rest, or go take a bath, perhaps a shower. If you can, just go to bed if you're listening to this at night. Or maybe close your eyes for like 10 minutes if it's the middle of the day. Journal and then proceed as you will. But that was pretty intense. Let me know how it was for you. Please, in the comments on YouTube or send us a rating or review on Apple, and you can give us a little information how this experience was for you. Of course, you can always DM me or message me on Instagram, email me, all the things. You can find me. But I'd love if you share with us on the podcast here about your experience with today's episode and with this activation. But take some time to rest, take some time to chill, and then get going on some of the things we talked about. The cleanse, the clearing, what can we do? This is a great first step, is the energetic part. So continue with the physical aspects, and we'll be here to support you through the energetic and the spiritual parts. So I love you guys very much. I will let us go so we can all integrate that healing activation. And I will see you in our next episode. If you guys are interested in learning with me and going real deep, I have my class right now called the Akashic Deep Dive that is enrolling. So you can go to my website, gracelennon.com. Full name, real name, gracelennon.com. If you want to learn more about that class, we talk all about the Akashic Records. It's going to be really fucking cool and epic. But there'll be a coupon code in the show notes. If you're a podcast listener, you can use that coupon to get a discount on this class. So just a little plug before we go. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next episode. Happy full moon. Thank you for being here with me. I love you very much, and I'll see you later. Good night. Avita saying adieu, adieu, adieu.